What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be doing something different. I've been really liking just talking about certain things and different kind of theories about different things and like opinion-based stuff. So today I'm going to be talking about a specific subject. Why auto-swing swords should be not allowed in PvP. So in this I'm talking about any if you're doing a 1v1 with someone, if you're doing you're playing a server, a specific PvP server, survival server, not survival, I mean like PvP. If it's a skill-based fight, they should not be allowed. Why? Well, I'm just going to talk about this for the video. I hope you guys are ready. Let's get into it. Alright, so the reason they should be avoided is because basically an auto swing sword, what it does is there is a certain animation for each sword. Some are shorter, some are longer than others. What an auto swing sword does is, since you're holding down your mouse, what it will do is the millisecond it's able to send an attack packet to the server to register your next animation in, what it will do, that's basically what it will do. The millisecond your animation finishes, an attack packet will be sent to the server and it will be redone into so you basically can swing infinitely. That's auto swing. How that requires no skill. That's the problem with it. So in skill rating, how is something which requires no skill used? I know certain weapons can be debated whether they require much skill, but they require some skill, but this requires no skill. If we're talking about certain swords, Blood Butcher, I'm pretty sure that's a sword which doesn't allow auto click. That's a really good weapon. Its hitbox is really big. If you can get a legendary enchantment, it's even bigger. It's really good for getting combos or just killing people. Let's talk about another sword. Actually, no many. I think Muramasa used to be or is still auto swing. The thing is, if someone can what it is with clicking, if you're getting a certain amount of CPS, clicks per second, let's say you're getting 10 of those, and that's pretty good, that's pretty decent, I'm gonna say. Nothing incredible or amazing, but still decent. That gives you a really high chance of when your animation finishes to send another animation to start the other animation, which will in return give you another hit. The thing is, if you're holding it down, that's instantly. And if that's instantly, so you will have an advantage over the other person if they're not using an auto swing sword, which if they're available and they're a really smart player, they will probably do that. However, if so the skill that I'm talking about is CPS, clicks per second. How many times you can click in 1 second? If someone can click 10 times per second, which that's decent, like I said. Someone can click 5, other person clicks 5. Which one is more skilled in clicking? It's obviously the person with 10, so they're going to have an advantage. Why? Because every time you click, what the server does, it will register and see if there's an animation still going on for your weapon. It will wait till that animation finishes and to send another attack packet or maybe a shoot. Just I think it's attack packet only, attack packet. Or if it's another weapon, it will be maybe a defense packet or a for one weapon, and that's it. And every time you're clicking, it will send an attack packet. It will either get registered or denied. If it got registered, that will start another animation. The faster you click, the higher chance you will have of getting the animation done first. In certain games, like the most notable one, of course, being Minecraft, the faster you click, the more of advantage you have. In certain updates, that's been cancelled because of PvP, but still, the thing is, auto swing swords require less skill, and the skill is involved in the CPS, like I said. So the person who, if you have an auto swing sword, it will just completely defeat someone unless they can get an insane amount of CPS, 20, 30, which is super hard, but especially if you're just averagely clicking without butterfly or anything. If you're just clicking normally with your hands on WASD, you have a normal mouse. The average I'd say is around 12. The highest I've been able to get is 14.8, and that's by normal clicking, not with any butterfly. So clearly, there has to be some skill there. And it's really tough to do that while also focusing on your movement and certain stuff. Especially with knockback, another thing that I've seen is often shield of the cobalt shield. It's often being used to counter comboing, which is the main way of killing people using knockback, which is probably the only way to kill people using knockback without hitting them into lava or anything like that. And it's really actually overpowered. And it's another OP thing I've seen is people using projectile swords such as Terrorblade in fights to get an advantage, and that's fair enough. But Terrorblade is autoswing, which gives a huge advantage because first of all, there's a projectile and an attack. There'll be a projectile bracket or something like that, probably with different name, which will be send. Um, I'm not sure. I think projectile it basically has almost no animation. So if you click fast enough, you will reach the cap. And another problem I have with this is there's actually a cap for how fast you can click, which which pretty much removes a huge base of skill. Now, I'm not too sure what that is, but I'm almost certain it's between 7 and 10, especially for certain swords, which are not auto swing. But the whole thing is that it should just be removed. Now, I'm not saying remove auto swing because obviously in normal Terraria, if you're not doing PvP, they'll be useful. You don't have to click. You don't have to click, and clicking will often be hard if you're playing maybe 1 hour plus session. It'll be annoying just spam clicking. But still, that's my main point across. It should be removed, and it's pretty much not being done yet. But the main mode I'm talking about is pre-hard mode or early hard mode, because once you get past early hard mode, which by the way I count early hard mode as mech bosses, pre-mech boss. Um, Once you get past that, there's so many weapons better than a sword, so it's practically useless. But my favorite PvP personally is pre-hard mode because there's no OP projectiles. It's just base, simple sword, bow, maybe gun. Maybe if you're feeling a little bit frisky, you get a mage weapon. Simple. But yeah, that's pretty much the video. I just wanted to talk about the subject, why it should be removed from normal PvP as it eliminates skill. If there was some sort of skill behind autoswing, have no way of, which I currently have no way of thinking about it, how that would be possible. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I really do hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any suggestions of any other topics to talk about, feel free to comment them. If you have a counter debate to what I've just been talking about, then feel free to comment them. See you guys in the next one. Peace.